What's up, you guys? This is Mark Madej, aka 5 Bar of Doom, and I wanted to cast a recent replay of a match we played. This is the finals of the Ironman DYP from I guess it was last week. Ironman DYP is a format we've been doing here in Denver. It's super fun, but basically what you can do is you can either enter as a singles player or you can enter as a DYP participant and basically get partnered up with a random partner. So I'm playing as Ironman, so I'm on the singles side. My opponents, you can see in the front, is Ryan Knapton. He is a local pro, super good. If you haven't checked out his videos, he's got a bunch of videos on YouTube, like instructional stuff as well. And yeah, he's a pro snowboarder, pretty cool. And he's also my open doubles partner at Colorado State this year. In the pits is Mark Rudnicki. He's another local pro master from Colorado Springs. Super solid player. Usually playing forward. Still, he's in the pits to start here, but really solid player. So this is a super tough team, pro and pro master team. And here we go, man. First ball. So Ryan's always doing stick series. Basically just plays super solid. I think like Ryan is definitely one of the more solid. Nice shot. One of the more solid players out there. And he really just plays basically super ABC. Set up the pass, set up a roller. That's pretty much it. There's not a lot of unexpected stuff, but we know what he's giving you is pretty solid.
Come on, baby.
So for my first shot, he left that pull side pretty big. Typically that's my best side right now, is pull side. So there I took it. Grind setting up again. Went wall again. Was able to get a piece. I've been trying to do a lot of 2 to 5 passing. That was sweet. I like to do a lot of 2 to 5 passing with Ironman. I think it's a good way to isolate. Because obviously, like one of the big benefits you have as a doubles team in Ironman is the fact that it's 2v1. As far as like transitions and stuff, you're going to be a lot quicker on the double side. So I figure if you can do 2 to 5 passing and just kind of isolate it down to you versus the forward, get up front, you versus the goalie, it's a good way to kind of neutralize the benefit they get. Dang, that was crispy. Real tight rock. And it's getting on my 2 to 5 a little bit here. But I'm also hitting it very soft, so I think I kind of need to chip it a little bit harder. Yeah, so far I missed a few of these 2 to 5s, which isn't great. Another real solid pull side. When I play Ryan, I like to try to guard the corners. Like in theory, I like to try to guard the corners a little bit more. Ryan's just a really great player. He's a super good roller. But I think when you have that good of a roller and you can hit the corners so well, I think he probably is shooting more corners. Statistically, maybe he should be shooting a couple more middles. That's another good shot from Ryan. They're out to a pretty good lead, 3-1 first game. Again, it's his first set in the finals. They won the winner's bracket. I'm coming back trying to double dip. Mark was kind of no man's land on that one, I feel like.
Ready? Oh, yeah, ready.
When I see somebody's game like Ryan, I kind of wonder, like, should he be taking more chances? Should he mix it up a little bit more on the 5 bar? I don't know. He's got super good fundamentals, but when you have to worry about the hack literally 0% of the time because it's just not coming, I think it would just be nice to throw like a hack in there once in a while. 2-5 down brush. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of speed on that pass, but that was a solid up brush. Beautiful pass. You know it's tricky when you're playing 2v1. No, that's pretty nice. You got me down 4-2. Haven't taken any timeouts. I think you could argue, yes, back wall. I think you could argue it's kind of a leak that I haven't taken timeout yet. There's really no reason to save them. I mean, I kind of need to get it together. And you can even see like that back wall pass was sweet, but realistically, like, do I need to do that? Probably not. You know, I should just do my normal brush series and get it up there. Yep, that's the hole that was open. Mark's been guarding that pull side pretty heavy.
Good. Ready.
I mean, I was on that wall pass, but didn't have my guy angled properly, or I was holding it too tight and didn't catch it. Nice. That time I kind of moved in the other 3-bar man and was able to get him on the switch. Oh, dope, dude. I love doing the little quick 2-5 on the far wall. It's just so money.
Nice pass and pass. Thanks, buddy. So that's what we got going on. Block Mark.
Mark's D is pretty tough. He's just definitely giving me real tough, like tight, almost like a race D. Maybe it's racing, maybe it's not. It's hard for me to tell. Yeah, settle no usually means it's going to bust a bank. Yeah, Ryan's passing is just super crispy. Shot was pretty ugly. I think what happens a lot of times with my 3-bar is I try to just go really fast and rack it, and man, those back walls are so fun, but that one I just missed it. So I'm down 3-4. They take their first time out. I haven't really been looking at the time of taking on the 3-bar as far as like mixing up my timing or anything like that. I'm not really sure what I need to do better. I think the main thing I've seen so far is, you know, Mark has given me a really tough D. I think I kind of just need to focus and just focus on executing the posts. And not worry as much about speed, just really just work on hitting it as long as I can. Because he's staying pretty tight. Oh, no.
I've seen worse. That's okay.
So I hit it in on myself, trying to block it for that last one.
Yep.
Kind of came off the back wall, I tried to grab it, and didn't pan out. So. Yeah, game points are wrong. I don't have a game yet. It's still game 1. So now starting game 2. Brush gets through pretty easy. Ooh, I got real lucky on that one. Ryan almost had that. But luckily squirts out to my 5. I mean, it's like, what am I even doing there? Like the 2-bar back wall to the 3. It would have been fun, but it's just like I need to kind of focus and not do as much dumb stuff probably. Okay, back to 2 to 5. I honestly thought I had been executing on that 2 to 5 a little bit better. I'm kind of surprised to see how many of these passes I'm dropping. I think it's definitely been a little bit more effective on Ryan now that I've been kind of bringing the other 2-bar man in. That seems to be working out a little bit better. Definitely passing pretty high percentage on the 5-bar. And Mark's just putting up some good D, man. He's kind of baiting me into some holes. Ooh, and I got lucky. Ryan made a good pick that time. I wasn't there. But luckily he kind of shanked it long. Shanked it wide, rather. Haha, I think I tried to go right to right. You know, this is the type of stuff I really need to cut out of the game. It's the finals. I already lost the first game. Do I really need to catch it and then immediately do a right to right pass on the 5-bar? No, especially when I'm passing like 100% on the with a brush. Just kind of a silly decision.
Come on, baby.
Got a piece of that one. Ryan looks perplexed, which is good. Good news for me. Ooh, lucky that one didn't shank in. That was close. Ryan tried to get a little bit fancy there and backfired. Yeah, this brush is working pretty good, man. I'll tell you what, doing a really high percentage. If I just buckle down and just bad decision, man. I mean, sometimes if you play a little fast, you can kind of suck the other team into playing fast. But this isn't even a good time to do that. You know, I'm definitely just doing a lot of dumb stuff like that. In the last 3-bar possession, that's a nice 2 to 5-er. The last 3-bar possession, you know, I get it up there, miss my roller, get it back immediately, do a push kick. I mean, it's not like singles where the guy's not paying attention. It's like Mark's 100% on it. He's a pro master. Just set up your shot and take your highest percentage shot. You know, that's just a mistake. And yeah, this is a little hard to watch because I'm just not taking my time on the 3 at all. So it's like overall so far, 5-bar doing pretty good. 3-bar, just not taking my time enough. Yeah, 5, I'm just killing it. I think with 3-bar, I mean, there's two major weaknesses right now I'm seeing. Like, number one, I'm not taking my time enough. That's really all there is to it. It's like every time I'm shooting with, see, I baited him for the lane pass that time. Oh, come on, baby.
Dude,
The hook.
shit, that was like a fucking hour, man. Oh my god.
Oh, that's first point. Jeez, that did take a long time for that 1 point. Wow.
Yeah. We'll
pick up pace. Pick it up, pick it up. Ready.
Let's get a set on the wall. I mean, I think overall Ryan's been pretty wall heavy. That's ugly, man. Back wall pass turned into a slap goal.
Yeah.
The joys of playing like trash. Sometimes you just slop it out. Nice real crispy lane there from Ryan. Oh, that's just a really, really solid long push. So game 2, I lost the first. I'm up 2-1. Yeah, Brush has just been pretty unstoppable. I mean, me and Ryan are both just going like 100% on each other for the most part. Ooh, squeeze that in there. Yeah, Mark's definitely just still guarding that pull pretty heavy, but that one I squeezed one through, so pretty nice. Now I'm kind of sitting on the wall a little bit more, which is great because Ryan has been going wall. You know, I'd say a higher percentage of the time for sure. Yeah, and like that 3-bar, I mean, I shot like after what, 1 second. Get set up. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Yeah, I mean, it's just like every time. Oh, I hit Mark's lip with the ball. That can really hurt, man. If it hits your lip and your tooth is right behind it. Pretty funny. The dangers of foos. Look, I was able to control that one.
And really, the quicker you can get people to a certain level of play, the better off you are. If they have to
Nice. 2 to 5's working a little bit better.
You have to spend a year learning how to hit a good hole. All these people don't like
Nice. 5-bar's been super solid this game.
where it makes my arm look a bit higher just from
Yeah, man, and I can see, you know, I'm shooting my 3-bar, like, there's definitely some tells there. I mean, I know it's there because people have told me, and I know that sometimes people just get on me really good. But like that time I could tell I sped up a little bit right before I shot, I think. Instead of just keeping it real smooth and just gliding to the hole. I like this back pin setup. I've been doing it more like this is a very standard brush setup, starting from a back pin. It's pretty good because you can get a good, I think you can get a good brush on it. You know, it kind of has the ball back like exactly where you want it. The thing I'm having a little trouble with right now is just getting enough speed on the ball when I actually, you know, when I actually hit the ball on the pass.
Kevin shoots a full shot, but he really lives on his roll. And don't get me wrong.
Blocked Ryan's lane and then went lane again. Yeah, and that time he just makes a misexecuted. So I'm getting a little lucky just with like that misexecution. Nice steep brush right next to the wall. But it's slow, you know what I mean? You can tell how slow that pass is. I really need to pick that up. Man, Mark is just doing a really good job of getting on me. But realistically, like I said, I'm shooting like very fast every time within the first few seconds. And I'm not shooting push side enough. And I think probably just also need to smooth out the stroke a little bit. 5-bar is doing great. Just another successful brush there. But Gotta convert on the 3 or it doesn't really matter.
Come on, baby.
There you go, middle. It's not bad. Now I'm up 4-2. Second game. They won the first game. It would be pretty sweet to take us to game 3.
Ready? Ready. It's game 2.
And they burn their first time up.
Yeah.
Mark's trying to pull a game.
No, it's game 2.
Oh, like out there.
Somebody still was trying to pull a game. It's funny.
I bet. Yeah.
Exactly. Huh? First. Second game. I'm trying to be. These are pretty good.
Good. So far. There's time limit.
Okay, so first time out of the game.
Yep.
I'm up 4-2. It's on their 5 bar. Pretty good setup for me at this point. Got a piece of that. Almost rolled in. Ooh. Almost spun the man around and got in, but luckily I had a hand back there and I was able to get that save. Nice. Going with a big steal up front. Ugh, that hurts, man. We turned over to the other 3 on the 2-5 and then they immediately get the goal. That's not a good feeling. Just another brush, looking good. It's to close out game 2.
Yeah, come on! Come on, baby!
Yeah, baby, get pumped.
Been awesome. You been these 2 guys?
So that's game 2. Now we're moving into game 3.
Yeah.
First set. I think overall, like what I've seen so far is I'm not taking my time enough on the 3.
It'll make a lot of you.
You know, I think I could have more discipline in some areas as well. Like on the 5 bar, I'm not always setting it up in the perfect back pin setup. If that's my current strategy, I should just always make sure I have it set up in the proper set. Other than that, I mean, it seems okay. Like 2-5, I dropped some of those. 5 bar's been doing great. And like I've been blocking fine. Like I've been blocking Ryan good enough to win on the 3 bar. You know, my 5 bar D I think could be improved as well, but overall not going too bad.
Beth wants to see you ASAP.
Ryan's telling me I should lose so I can go home with my wife.
Ready.
Game 3. So crispy. Ooh. Yeah, that time like I wasn't really moving my guys around enough either. I think Ryan was able to pick up on that and just kind of squeeze it right in that middle. Brush still looking good. That time I tried to go push, but I messed it up. Yeah, baby. Bat balls are so fun, man. That was just my absolute favorite thing I do. Button hacks. Man, Mark is destroying me on the defense, man. This is hard to watch, dude. If I was scoring good, this match would have been over like 30 minutes ago. That's so slow. Oh. The thing with the back wall is like it's addictive, man. You can't eat just one, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, at this point, that's just a leak. You know what I mean? After literally the last like 3 times in a row is all back walls, at some point Ryan's gonna get on it. And now just, you know, throwing that point away. They're up 2-0, third game, first set. Not a great start for me. 5 bar just on fire, dude. Oh, come on, baby. Oh man, push kick, dude. I didn't even see that one coming. That's what we call true desperation. But I have been shooting more push kicks and stuff at home, so whatever. But that was pretty sweet.
I go as fast as I can go, pretty much. I try to drive on my own.
Ooh, when I get lucky, bounce off the wall.
My dad used to work out there.
There you go. Finally hit a nice push side. So now tie it up. 2-2 third game.
I swung around it and I hit it backwards.
Ready.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan doing a really good job passing. Yeah, that's what I do with a little slow, but luckily got a piece of that. Mark tries the bank, no good. He's able to pick it up. I love doing the down brush, like a high down brush on the 5 bar, because a lot of times like it'll hit the man, it'll hit the wall, and just come right bounce back to you. Oh, I'm getting pumped, baby. 3-0 comeback. I was down 2-0, now it's 3-2. I'm up. Oh, so close, man. Mark's really trying to make it happen out of the pits, it seems like. Ugh, another turnover to a 3. That does not feel good.
Good shot, buddy.
Great shot from Ryan. 3-3. First set. Oh. You're passing 100%. I guess though, it's like I'm passing 100%, but at the same time, I'm not scoring, so is it that bad to throw a hook in there? I don't know. I mean, I think the main problem is just Marcus paying attention. And down brush comes right back to me again. Nice. He's moved off it for a second, and boom, there it is. Ooh.
Crowd wants me nut. I don't though.
Nasty push shot, baby. Hit one right for once. 4-3, first set, third game. Come on, baby. Yeah, Ryan, just another solid pass. You know it.
Ready? Okay.
Come on. Alright, there's my first timeout. I've got both timeouts. Meat nut, 4-4, third game, first set.
Oh my god, I want to beat you guys.
I want to beat these guys so bad. It's like, you know, in the winner's bracket, I took him to meat nut. And I always want to beat Mark. You know, Mark is just like one of the very best players out here. He usually just comes out on Saturdays for the big bringer partner. But pretty sweet having Mark out and just trying to beat him. 2v1 as well, so fun. So here we go, meat nut. First set. Fadeaway timeout.
That's your 4th timeout. It's my 4th? It's only my 3rd. Oh, fuck, you got me. most of the game?
No, you took one. You just took one literally on this exact same rod.
Ryan forgot that he took a timeout 2 seconds earlier.
You're right. I did have a
But I know the feeling, man.
I did have a
Get pretty intense in the action.
Bad attitude. Look at those cats. Look at those cats. Bad attitude.
How can you hate somebody wearing this shirt? Come on, man. A non
This shirt I'm wearing is so ugly.
Ready.
Why? Why throw the game away, man? Oh, God. Why do that? Mark trying to close it out.
Back this way.
Oh, man, so close. If I didn't have a hand back there, match over. The slowest chip in history. You can see him just laughing. And that baby footed that pass, man. Island of bad decisions. Yeah, good call, man. Take a second timeout.
Talked about my third. Come on, man.
Now it's meat nut. Got on the 5. Taking a timeout is definitely the best thing I've done so far.
Mark, can I hack you on this point or not? I'm desperate. I need a point. Can I hack you, bro? Are you paying attention or not?
Try to get Mark's head a little bit. Have some fun.
Okay, meat nut. I am out of my timers.
Meat nut. You're out of timeout, so we got one
You
left.
got one juicy timeout. Ready? One juicy. Distraction. A lot of belching. I'm not ready yet. Ready? Ready.
All right, balls in play. Ugh. Honestly, that was pretty bad, pretty gross pass. The ball kind of scooted forward. It was not in proper position, and it kind of just popped it straight through. Oh, yes. Push side.
Let's do it again.
Keep playing, Dixie. Keep playing.
Nice. First set.
Yeah.
Thank you,
All right.
Wow.
Okay, tails. Tails it is. Ball.
All right, so we're about to get the second set started. Going for the double dip. Oh, on the flip. So that's good. So they're talking strategy. You know, I think at this point, you know, I won the first match. Really, all I have to do. I mean, I made plenty of mistakes though in that match. There's no question. It's like, I think the biggest thing is that I'm not taking enough time on my 3-bar. That's pretty clear. I mean, I'm shooting somewhere between like 1 and 4 seconds every time. I don't think I once took any more time than that. So that's like the first major problem. Second, you know, just trying to do some of this dumb stuff, back walls, you know, hacks. Like, Mark is just super on top of the hacks, so it's just like a bad idea.
Good match, good match. Good match.
But here we go, match 2. I'm going for the double dip.
If this isn't recording, it's fine. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, ready?
I can tell even on that. Oh, big mistake. Oh, no, double big mistake. Man, it's moments like that that just, oh God,
Even
gross.
better than the pass. Ready?
Just such a big mistake there. Like, you know, because I don't know if you saw everything that happened there, but basically, I missed my pass, which is fine. Honestly, I think that when I missed that first pass, the ball wasn't set up in a good spot either. it was like a little bit too far forward, and therefore I didn't get the proper brush on it. But regardless, I dropped that pass. It goes to Mark's 2-bar, and Mark, I think maybe he's trying to pass it. I don't know what he was doing, but he basically just drops it directly onto my 3-bar. Major turnover, and then what I do, I try this like squeeze shot. Come on, man. I mean, if it's there, it's there. But oh, that was dope. That was pretty, man. I can't really complain about that one.
Come on, baby, win this match.
All right, 1-1. First game, second set.
Ready.
Nice. Kind of faked a little bit. I just stayed there and I was able to get the steal on the 5. Feels good. Ryan gets a couple blocks, but they both go back to my 5. Get it through. See if I can take the lead real quick here. No. And again, what was that shot on? Like 2 seconds? Just zero patience.
Ready.
Pretty frustrating. I mean, Mark's 2-bar hasn't been much of a factor in this match, which is pretty good. And they got that one pass on 1-2-5 or 2-3 on me, but nice. Run, try to take a quick one. Didn't happen. Oh yeah. So at this point in the match, I started changing up my 2-5. And instead of doing the chip, I basically just decided to start just doing like a pretty standard brush just on the near wall. Sad. Mark kind of tried the same thing. Front wall, you know. I mean, I guess he probably wasn't trying for the walls. See that right there, that mess up is kind of another reason why I really like the chip on the 2-5, because I feel like the angle that the ball comes out on with the chip, like if it hits another guy, there's just a bunch of guys right there, you know what I mean? So if the ball comes scooting through at an angle off of a missed 2-5, it just seems like it's really easy a lot of time to pick it up with one of the remaining 3 guys, near middle guy to the other guys on the far, towards the other side of the table. You just get some really good ricochets off of a 2-5 chip. Here we go. So now I'm trying this brush again. No, it was pretty good. Like that time I didn't set up in the back pin position to start, which is a mistake. This is what I like about Ryan's game, dude. Ryan does not mess around. You know what I mean? He just gets the ball, sets up in the perfect spot, execute. Very solid game. I think my guys were a little bit too close together a lot of the time there. Probably if I spread them out a little bit more, I think that would help me. And Ryan is kind of trying to change it up a bit on the 3-2. He's kind of tapping it, I wouldn't say he's really walking it, but he's tapping it around a little bit.
As can you guys.
No,
Mark has a very long drive home.
Rock and roll.
Trying to talk each other and giving it up. Oh, so nasty, dude. Yes. Slop. Slop, slop, slop.
Yep.
Feels good to get lucky, man.
Yep.
Yeah, just super solid 5-bar from Ryan. Almost no rock.
Yeah. Not mine.
Yeah, actually, you know what sucked about this part of the match is then Ryan started just doing, because you can see like a lot of times Ryan's rock was be the super tight. I wouldn't even call it rock; it's more of like a twitch. Then he started doing like just this big rock, and it actually did make it really hard to defend and see his takeoff. You know, because I was kind of trying to do a little bit of a race. Nice, picked off another 2-3 pass there. It's kind of one of my favorite ones to pick off is the straight through the lane. Ooh, I got lucky there. And honestly, it was just desperation. There's really no good justification for that shot. Yeah, that's 2 to 5 brush. It's pretty legit, man. I need to start doing more of that. Just walk up the table, boom, boom. Looking great. And here's the challenge. Man. That time middle was big. Mark was just D'ing me up really good, man. I mean, that's kind of the story of the match, unfortunately. Is Mark's defense has actually been excellent on my 3-bar. Like I said, I mean, Mark's pro master, right? It just goes to show like the depth of skill. Because Mark is excellent forward. Got super nasty 5-bar. Oh yes, now that was smart, man. What I like to do is, you know, I definitely when the ball is kind of on your 3-bar and you haven't quite set it up yet, especially when it's like around the edge of the goal, like the goal's right here and the ball is maybe, you know, it's like here, or you know, the goal's like this wide, maybe the ball's like over here, like. Not in front of the goal, but to the side of it. A lot of times people will get a little bit lazy, and you can just sort of brush it in, you know, that type of thing. That's basically what happened to Mark there. So I was able to tie it up, get around the reverse, and he just kind of smokes me on that. So now they're up 4-3. Big point. I haven't taken any timeouts, so just probably another big mistake. Yeah, I mean, that just goes to show, man. Got the block, but realistically, I probably should have taken a timeout there.
Come on, baby. Hustle.
So first game, second set, I'm down 3-4, got on the 2, and here comes his pass again. Ryan picks it off. Nice.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh, chopper.
That's my bread and butter, bro.
Pure dog shit.
Alright. Just like last match. That was then, this is now, man. No, you can forfeit, bro. You can forfeit. You can also forfeit.
I love playing this match with Ryan, man. He's fun.
Are you ready?
And you can see the ball is like getting out of position there. You know, I think because you can see when I set up on the back pin 5-bar, I move it over, and you can see like in that money, baby. You can see in that case, I basically just it kind of crept too far forward, and I think a lot of times then that causes me to choose one pass over the other, as opposed to just having both options with a nice perfect setup. So stop in the first one for this game, pretty sweet. Ooh, good grab. I feel like I could be taking my time a little better on the 5 here. That was a nice 5-bar set. I mean, God, it's so hard to watch, man. I mean, it's just every time it's like 1 second shot, dude. Take your time on the 3-bar. Hard to watch, man. Sweet. This 2 to 5 is awesome. I actually haven't been doing much 2 to 5 lately in singles, and after just seeing some of the success I could have in this match, I think I definitely want to start doing more 2 to 5.
Take my 3. Ready?
Just another ill-advised hack. This kind of goes to show though, man, you know, how many, it's a 5-point game, and you're just throwing away, like, just throwing away opportunities, right? I mean, you only need 5 points. I'm passing 1,000,000,000% of my 3-bar, or 5, you know, 5 to 3 pass. And what do? I get on the 5 and just blast this hack. When Mark is 1,000% on it, you know what I mean? There's no chance he's not paying attention to this hack. And yeah, it just goes to show, man. You know, it's like I've lost a lot of points over that. I mean, I've hit 1 hack in this match, and I've tried how many? 3, 4, maybe. Good pickup from Ryan there on the bounce. I think I could be moving this D a little faster. Yeah. That D was lacking inspiration. That's the problem with that, the back wall as well, is like, most of the time it's fine, but sometimes you will get the weird, it'll hit like the back wall and it'll just pop straight up and just kind of die. And I think that's just the way the table's kind of made. There's not much you can do about it, but it is pretty frustrating. It doesn't happen that often, but it's a little bit frustrating. But also, don't do that pass because it's stupid. Just play normal. And he's leaving me a lot of middles. Fuck. The thing is, too, it's like I'm shooting on like 3-4 seconds every time, and it's not. I'm not even like quick shooting. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm shooting on 1 and 4. I'm shooting on like get it set up, rock. You know what I mean? Literally just get it set up, and as soon as I'm comfortable, I just shoot. Not a good idea. Got real lucky on that one. Again, kind of a bad set on that 5-bar. Ugh, no. Try to dink. Mark is just too good, man. It's like you gotta really just play solid. I mean, I think that's the main thing. Nah, that was dope, dude. That was a sweet pass. Slop in there. Nice grab from Ryan. Let's go into my 5. Man, this game's a battle, dude. You can see I am exhausted. This thing was actually nuts because, you know, they had Ironman and they had singles. So for me, it's just all basically singles, right? I got there, and as soon as I played my first match, I played non-stop the entire night. And didn't leave until like 2:45 in the morning. I didn't even win. I didn't even win the tournament. You know, I mean, I think I got like 4th in singles that night. But the matches were taking so long too, because as you can see, like I'm not doing a great job scoring, but I am doing a pretty good job of like blocking and keep myself in there and passing and stuff. So these matches just lasted forever.
Yeah.
So I was so tired.
Sad. I mean, dude, this will end someday.
We'll end this. Ready?
Ready.
Good steal. For some reason, not setting the ball up on the back pin. Okay, cool. Now I'm getting it. Yeah, I think all these, man. It's just the ball just. See, that's a good set. The ball just starts creeping forward, and that like takes away all your power on the brush. You know what I mean? You do need to like. It's so technical, the brush pass, but you really need to bring it over very slowly and make sure it stays as far back as you possibly can. It's just super detail oriented. I mean, that pass too, you could see like I just didn't get any power on it. But a lot of, is due to the fact that the ball is a bit too far forward, and it does make it harder to, I probably could grab that on my 3 if I had a little more hustle. And even like that time, Ryan kind of did something different, and it cost him, he could have just done his normal standard. Ooh, that's a sweet looking brush. Could have just done his normal setup, and he probably would have been a little better off. Middle, cool. I mean, he was leaving me some good middles and stuff. I think especially when you get fixated on like, oh, I need to hit a push side, or whichever side you think they're leaving you, you kind of get fixated on that, and then maybe you don't look at the middle as much. Ooh, Ryan gets a good bounce off of that one. That was pretty sweet. I got the block and it bounced right to his 3.
Nice job, man.
I think Ryan might be a little bit more apt to go for the middle when that rock is just a little bit tighter. Love that pass. Well, I love that one too, man. This is like my favorite. Oh, man, backball passes are so fun. They look so cool. And what do I do with that possession? Is completely throw it away. You know what I mean? Beautiful 2 to 5. Beautiful back wall. Just super textbook.
That was you.
And then what do I do? Just another 2-second shot, just blasting into his guys. Man,
Take one on 1-0 last game? Took on a 1-0.
it's like I'm not even executing that poorly on a shot all the time. It's just like I'm never changing up my timing ever.
No, that was the in-between games.
What was it? That was a timeout.
For real? 1-0. He took a timeout, because remember how long it took? He took a timeout at 1-0.
Timeout.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you,
was
Bart.
a timeout.
Okay, so you guys are out. I got that.
Sorry for me.
No, they're trying to steal one of my timeouts. But luckily, I was paying attention. I was able to coherently discuss the fact that I'm not taking any timeouts this
Yeah, you
match.
just took your
Okay,
second.
this is our second. Yeah. So we've got a couple left.
Ryan's always having fun.
And you got both. Correct. Okay. Ready? Ready.
Oh, Ryan changed up pretty nice on that 5-bar. Looks like he's gonna go pull side to me because you see he's like, no, their side. You kind of see like on that right when you set up the ball, the alignment of the ball was a little bit off. Now it's gonna go push. Nope. You can kind of see like the weight of the ball shift back and forth slightly. I think it did look that time like, although like the center of gravity or whatever, like the middle of the man on the ball did kind of shift from one side to the other, but I think that when it was more on the side where he gave himself a little more runway is eventually like where he ended up shooting. Kind of a standard roller towel. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. I mean, every time, dude. It's 4 seconds every time. Stupid. That one was a good shot, though, because I did the tap over and then kind of a middle just to open up the D a little bit, so that was good. I changed that up, but yeah, still the same bad timing. That's really, to me, that's the story of the game. I probably could have won this match if it wasn't for that timing. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Good plan.
I'm trying to stay active and be as quick as I can moving between the rods. Oh,
Good job.
sick.
Ready?
All right, they're up 4-3. second game that won the first game. I mean, that one too, man, is just... Oh, man.
Good play, Mark.
All of you.
Oh,
Well, that's the match, dude. You know, I put up a good fight. Super tough team. I had a blast playing this match with these guys. You know, Ryan and Mark are both just so good. Like I said, I'm playing open dubs with Ryan at state this year. This set should be really fun. I think I'll probably end up playing the pits mostly because Ryan is like super nasty forward.
That was fucking brutal.
But either way, I thought I played pretty good in this match. You know, thought I played pretty well. I could have done a little bit better. You know, I think that, like I said, I think the main problems I had this match were number one biggest problem. I did not take my time enough on the 3-bar. You know, and I basically was just shooting on the exact same timing every time. So it makes sense that it was much easier for Mark to do some D to start. Once he gets in that kind of sweet spot of like 3-4 seconds, then kind of shift over and block whatever he was showing me. So I think that's the main problem that got me. Number two, I think that I probably could have done a better job of some of the details as far as like on my brush pass, just making sure the ball is perfectly set up exactly where it needs to be. That was another gap. So yeah, I mean overall, like I think, you know, if I had done those things a little bit better, and I also threw some possessions, right, like with hacks and stuff that was like ill-advised. So yeah, overall, I think there's some improvements I can make there, but still was a really fun match. You know, always great playing with Ryan and Mark, just like two of the very best players here in Colorado. So I hope you enjoyed the match. I really had a great time playing it, and it was really fun casting. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.